Well, let's find the next one.
Yeah.
Let's keep this moving because we have comments about all of them, but they're all kind of similar. So let's just, keep hammering away.
Rolling. I just don't like this kind of advice for younger women because it's so delusional and it's very entitled in the end.
Well, what I'm saying is, yes, the younger women are listening to it, but they're not, and they are following it, but they're not following it they're not taking it into their psychology. They're just following it because they have nothing better to do. They don't actually like it that much.
They need to start challenging it because it leads
to never. The women are never going to challenge it.
Well, okay. Well, they follow alone then. If they don't challenge it, then
women are followers, and now, and this has been the popular narrative for decades, and it's the big narrative. The replacement narrative is small but growing. Just let it do its job.
Let it do its job. Okay.
Hey, what's the one on the unpopular opinion?
Oh, okay.
Is that the advocate and the lady who was on whatever with Andrew?
Gosh, I don't remember.
That's Lauren Sanchez.
Do you want to watch this one, guys? Because I don't remember what it was. They keep popping up, and then I start watching them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear what's unpopular.
I have an unpopular opinion. I know it's going to be unpopular. I also have hair that's just going crazy today. I don't even do forehead, but we're doing forehead for this. Everyone is talking about what Lauren Sanchez wore to the inaugural ball. That is Jeff Bezos. I think she's over 55-year-old girlfriend. She looks freaking amazing. And she wore a peekaboo bra from Alexander McQueen and a white blazer. And people are like losing their shit over this. Like, oh my God. First of all, she's over 50. Second of all, there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place to wear these things. Says who? Really? Like, who cares? And maybe for selfish reasons, I'm saying this because my style definitely leans more housewife hooker. I don't even dress to impress anyone other than like my husband. I know I'm more this girl. I want to be classy, but I'm not. I'm more this girl. I agree. This is high class and this is giving high body count. She feels more confident dressed like this. So I don't have a problem with it. I have an unpopular.
Of course, you don't have problem with it because you reserve the right to dress exactly like that chick publicly when you want to. And like, look, I left a comment here for her. It's like, when a woman already has a husband, why does she need to expose herself semi-naked or,
To understand this, you have to know her history. And when, she says dressing high body count, oh, hell yeah. She has a very high body count. She was in media. She's talked about it. Like it's not a secret.
Okay. Here's the other thing. And we've touched on this numerous times. It goes under the category of the Madonna horror complex. So gotta recognize every woman, especially when she moves into the marriage phase, wants to be the pure woman, to be loved for who she is. It's kind of an act. All women, okay, this is in simple terms, all women have a Madonna aspect and a horror aspect. The horror aspect, that's for adventure and excitement. And if she lives in the Madonna world, eventually she's bored with that and wants to be the whore, wants to dress to be noticed. Oh, you shouldn't just look at me like a sex object, but yet they dress to be noticed as a sex object. She wants to experience that side of her. So is she a unique woman? No. All women have both of these aspects. And if she can't be that sexually expressive, call it the whore side within the marriage, or even if she has a high body count, he's going to try and express that. And that's the part of her that she wants to embrace and not be judged for an experience, guys, you're going to have to tell your woman that that's okay. We can do this within the monogamous relationship. And yes, you can feel that. And yep, I'm going to look at you like a sex object sometimes. I'm going to love you for who you are if you tell me who you are, but I'm also going to look at you like a sex object. And guess what? If you got a problem with this, hit the road.
Oh, the problem that I have.
You're an asshole, Steve. Stop. Why you have to be such an asshole? Aren't they all just all pure and they have no sex drive? And well, that was before they met you, right?
Yeah, she's a new person in Christ now.
Yeah, right. It's like, okay, I understand, Steve, but it has to be done within the marriage, not publicly. You already got a man. You are already married. Why do you need to expose yourself semi-naked? Not to your husband. You can do it with your husband, but like publicly. Why does everyone else have to see your pretties out there? And then they say, oh, don't judge me. I have no problem. Like she's here. I have no problem judging this woman because she feels comfortable wearing this whoreish outfit.
Because the moral standard of society is degenerate.
Well,
it's a gynocentric worldview. That's the world we live in.
And her husband isn't allowing or appreciating the horror side of her. So she has to express it elsewhere. And it's not always true. Some women are just have that need to publicly express it.
Some women
but I think a lot of women, if they're allowed and actually encouraged to express that within the marriage,
yeah,
but then they don't look outside. But some women are so repressed from, I don't know, psychological baggage from their past. I'm not like that anymore. Yeah, right. You are like that. You're just repressing it. And it's going to rear its ugly head within 10 years of the start of the relationship. And then you have an excuse for divorce because I'm just reevaluating and I don't need to go find myself. I need to go on a journey.
Look, I doubt that men, and if men are watching here, tell us in the comments, why do you guys get married? Because one of the reasons to get married is that you have endless access to your sexuality, right? So it's okay to expect her to have sex with you, right? Within the marriage.
You got to be a pure platonic relationship.
Like
that's what these born again 304s expect. They need a man to wife them up, provide for the lifestyle, and he gets nothing out of it except
so that they can be
lovely company.
Okay, they do it so that they can be public whores and express themselves publicly then as the horse, right?
So
Madonna whore complex, right here, the two sides of the.
So this particular chick has a long and storied history of dressing in public like a whore. This can be, from her standpoint, even just, oh, well, this is what I've always done. She might not even know a different way of doing things, and this other lady, she says, oh, well, I'm more of a housewife. What did she say? A housewife hooker, I think is what she said.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think the lady in the foreground is kind of more what Steve is saying about the Madonna whore. And what's going to happen is people are going to say, oh, well, but, Lauren Sanchez here, she could do it. So why can't I? In fact, I think you're going to see a resurgence of the whore, the public whore, over the next few years. And I think that people are going to find that it doesn't get met with the same, barking seal clapping.
Yeah, let me just build on what Nick said from the Christian standpoint. So a woman has her past, comes back to the church. She gets married, and now, in her mind, her husband is supposed to love her like Christ loved the church. Well, Christ doesn't want to have sex with the church. So you're not supposed to want to have sex with your wife if you're a good Christian man married to this new reformed Christian woman, and you look at her like a sex object. Oh, you're a bad man.
Mhm.
Nick, does that resonate with you?
Man. Oh yeah. Well, with my own personal story, it's like, why? I'm not a sexual object. I'm like, well, then fuck. What am I supposed to look at? I said, I can't look at porn. I can't do all these things. And I'm stuck with you. And I'm getting shit out. And then
Hey.
I'm blamed for saying, hey, you can't look at me like a sex
Hey,
like a sex object. I'm
we
like,
did
well,
a video
fuck.
on this over on the Resurgence, didn't we?
Yeah.
Is corn the problem? And what did we end up saying, Nick? We ended up saying that, well, if she's not a sex object, then you're gonna get it somewhere else, aren't you?
Well, you're inclined. You're tempted,
Yeah,
heavily tempted
yeah.
Oh, because
to
you
get it
have
somewhere else. And okay, men are either going to be unfaithful, or if he's a Christian man, damn, he doesn't want to do the physical unfaithful, but he needs an outlet. So, yeah, it leads to corn use. And so, should we view that as the lesser of two evils?
Yes. Men are sexual beings, and women coming in and saying, "Oh, well, you can't see me as a sexual." Okay, then what did
well, and look, no,
what did
no.
I sign the marriage document for?
Look, it's not just the husband. A husband, they say it's a husband that is not allowed to view her as a sexual object, but everyone else is
Mhm.
allowed to give her adoration, likes for her naughty pictures on social media. Why do you think she goes and publicizes all of that? Because she doesn't view her husband as a sex object. She only fucks him like once a year or so to keep him on his
Mhm.
toes. But
And
then
don't think that, and she might be she might be, not be doing anything outside, but uh
look,
the
a lot
numbers
of married
in
women.
experience tend to show that, yeah, that he might not find out definitively, but there might be some mistakes that happen.
Yeah.